Hi, everyone. This is Grier coming at you from the Thrive Healing Center. And today we are having the Women's Health Expo. Um, what? Anyway, um, anyway, I am here to talk to you today about working with animal spirits and our spiritual guides. Um, Basically, a lot of shamanic type of things. I am a practitioner in training, um, but I really have felt that working with my animal guides has really helped me uh, just do a lot better in my own life, feeling like my power animal is walking with me when I'm feeling in that kind of a low ebb energy and I'm feeling down or something like that. It's like then I kind of feel the presence of my animal, my power animal, and it's like I feel like a badass, you know. So it's like, yeah, here I come, world, you know, here we come, we're gonna go. So I just want to talk to you a little bit about our animal friends, right? We animals permeate our culture, right? We wear them. Like if anybody knows me, knows that I wear Tigger. I have Tigger clothing. I have Tigger everything. I love Tigger, right? He's my guy, right? Because he's very balanced. He's very exuberant. He's very here, and he has a very very sweet innocent spirit, and nothing really gets him down, right? And he can take on and he's not scared of anything except effluence and Hufflepuffs or something like that. Anyway, that's right. That's it. So, like I said, animals permeate our culture, and I have friends who buy anything hunter related. They ducks and moose and elk and bears. I mean, who doesn't like bears, right? And we wear them. We buy coats, we buy shirts, we buy shoes, jewelry, everything, right? So animals really permeate our culture, not just our culture, every culture in the world. Huh? Tattoos, yes, tattoos. Um, so how do we work with these animal friends? You know, what messages do they bring us, right? So there's books out there, right? This is one of them. Um, Animal Spirit Guides. There's also a really good book called Animal Speak by Ted Andrews. It's really good. That it's always at our fingertips to look up things. So basically, the spirit world is another dimension that exists alongside our material reality and is populated with these non-physical beings. And our awareness and consciousness are the vehicles that allow us to visit with them or them visit with us. You're going to find ancestors, archangels, ascended spiritual masters, religious figures, deceased loved ones, fairies, and for our purposes today, spirit animals. And what's really cool about working with animals is they're not only physical beings, but they're also the symbolic meaning of whatever message is they're trying to relate to you. If you have your awareness and consciousness there. If you're like, oh, I've seen this hawk, like 15 times today. Well, do you think maybe that hawk's trying to give you a message? Right? Or I saw, it's really weird, is like this squirrel just came right up to me and just sat there and looked at me. And then he went away, and then he came back later, and then he came back later. Usually something that happens repeatedly, at least 3 times, there's a message for you they're trying to relay, right? So then he's like, okay, I need to pay attention. What's being trying, what kind of message is the spirit world trying to give me? So like I said, there's deceased loved ones, ascended spiritual masters, archangels. Some people see angels. right? I see angels. I know several other people that see angels and work with them. I personally work with angels also. I'm learning to become a coach. Um, so basically, to work with our spirit animals, there's really kind of there's two kinds. There's totem animals, and there's two kinds of representations for totems. Totems are usually a shared animal with a family, clan, or group. So like in indigenous cultures, like in Alaska or up north in the Eskimo culture, in any of the indigenous cultures, they will have clans that may or may not share animals. The other is the representational object of a particular specific animal. Like we buy, oh, I really love tigers, so anything tiger I'll buy, right? Or some people like elephants. Some people like bears. Some people like wolves. Um, owls. I like owls, and an owl is one of my spirit guides. Um, so they give us guidance, protection, healing, encouragement, and inspiration. So these guides are with us all the time if we're aware and acknowledge them, and whether we acknowledge them or not, they're there, right? So I personally have worked with dragonfly and owl, uh, the golden eagle, those kind of things. Coyote. Coyote walked with me for a little while, so that was kind of interesting. But it's like, you know, it's some animals, like some cultures believe that the lesser beings like insects and other things are not really part of the whole message syndrome, but I think they are, especially when they keep coming to you and trying to relay a message. So it's like, okay, so I've seen bees in a weird place like 5 times today. What's going on? So I'll just come to the book and look. Does anybody have an animal that they want me to look up? Yes. Woodpecker. Now, woodpeckers, of course, there's all kinds of different species. This is not particularly species particular. It's just what it will represent. Woodpecker. All right. So there's 3 ways that our animal guides and spirits will come to us. So if a woodpecker shows up, and this is the repetitively type, right? A storm is brewing, either literally or metaphorically, but have faith as you're protected no matter what. It's good to do some drumming and or rattling, whether on your own or with a group of friends. So rattling can be as elaborate as this one, really nice rattle that I use a lot, right? But if for some reason you feel like you need to rattle and you don't have your rattle with you, guess what? That's rattling, right? So, or you can use change in your pocket if you've got a lot of change in your pocket. Anything that'll rattle is cool. So any kind of sound that can intensify and take you into a little altered state. Drum. That's why they say drumming. I don't have a drum right now because I'm picky on what I want, but this rattle, and or I have a drumming app on my phone that I'll hit. So anyway, so it's telling you to drum or rattle with a group of friends on your own. So just anything to help you get into that meditative, a little bit altered state, right? You're entering into a time of abundance and plenty. Go to a place of nature and lie on your back on the ground. Breathe slowly and steadily and see if you can feel Mother Earth's heartbeat, right? So that's what it means woodpecker shows up, according to this particular author and his research. Also, you can call on woodpecker if your energy is low and you want to restore your vitality and vigor, right? And then the third category that I really like about this author is when it comes to you, when you want to call on it, and then if it's your power animal, right? You're very active, hardly ever sitting still for long, hopping from one project to the next. Yeah, I'd say that. Your moods change rather quickly and unexpectedly, from tumultuous one moment to quiet and contemplative the next. So you tend to cling to things and people and can be somewhat of a nitpicker. You follow the beat of your own drum, doing what works best for you. So what's really cool about this is the power animals that show up for us tend to also have our own personality traits, right? I will share with you one of mine, which was a pelican that I got not too long ago. And I was like, pelican, that's kind of cool and odd and strange, and I've never met one. So since it was power animal for me, you're able to remain light and relatively cheerful no matter what is going on in your life or around you. Yeah, I'd say that. You're unselfish, willing to share your space and material possessions. You're very sociable and enjoy having others around you most of the time. You're highly intuitive and able to catch subtle nuances and meanings that others miss. So yeah, I'd say that was pretty much my current personality. 10 years ago, that wasn't, right? So, so there's all kinds of different, obviously, he's got over 200 animals in here, and he's broken it down into those three categories when it comes to you repetitively, or when you need to call on that animal, or if it's your power animal, right? So, so the power animal itself, that is a shamanic practitioner, someone that has the go from their teacher to do that for others. That's really has its origins in shamanism. It's a specialized animal spirit guide, and it travels with you wherever you go. So like for the practitioner, we usually attain our power animals early on in our training, and then we have more as we go along, right? But when the practitioner journeys for themselves or for somebody else, like if if you want to come see me and you want, I'd really like a power animal with me all the time, right? It's like, well, you have one, but I would do that journey for you and then infuse that animal to you. I'd bring it back with me and infuse it to you. And this is all during the session while I'm drumming or listening to the drummer rattling and doing the journey. And the journey is just sending my soul or consciousness in an altered state into the non-ordinary reality. And the non-ordinary reality is the spirit world. So so you can use or call on your power animal at any time. It's always there for you. You can use it. Like I said, it's not even used. You don't even use it. It's a companion, right? It's like he even put dog and cat in here. Domesticated animals they usually don't use as power animals, but I know a lot of people that you know they seem to have the personality of our canine and feline companions, or equine even, right? I even saw a ferret in here, right? So I thought that was pretty cool. He's got Gila monster, a lizard, right? Kangaroo, python, rat, robin, seal, sloth, sparrow, tiger, toad, all kinds. Komodo dragon. I mean, wow, that's cool, huh? So, so basically, getting back to the power animal, it's just your spiritual helper. right? It's there to guide us and protect us. And it also is a great healer for us. I felt so much more empowered after I got my power animal. It's like I can go anywhere and do anything, and my companion is always there, whether my awareness is tuned in or not. So anyway, like I said, you know, our animal friends are always here. Um, and the great thing is they're not only physically present, they're symbolically present too. So next time you see a dragonfly like lands like right next to you, and it flies away, and then maybe another one comes. I mean, it's still the same message. It needs to be like repetitive, like 3 or more times. That okay, somebody's trying to tell me something, right? So anyway, you can contact me through Alchemybodywork at yahoo.com, or you can come visit me here at the Thrive Healing Center. It was great talking to you. I hope that explained a little bit more clear on what a power animal is versus a totem animal or a spirit guide or whatever. So anyway, so long for now. We'll see you later.